Hey guys. Okay, let me adjust. I'm doing a 2-in-1 video. First step, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. I keep filming this, and it just doesn't turn out okay. So, anyways, the 2-in-1, so I'm gonna be first up kind of updating you on the changes to my room, what, the plans are, because I kind of have to wait for something to get in the mail. First, that's, gonna be, that way you can, so me and my dad are gonna, kind of make some changes. But also, I'm going to be telling you what it's like training to be a pop star from my experience. So, starting with the room, a lot of changes. Well, not too terrible, but some changes are being made. First up is the thing that I have been putting off forever, or not forever, but for a while. And finally, I'm just getting it done. Unluckily, it's not going to be too terribly much work, but it needs to be done, which is this random, so basically a pile. So I have a pile, over, where my desk area is. Things started piling up underneath, between different types of dance mats. Not joking, 3 different types of dance mats are under there, between floaties, because there is a floaty, and pillows. I think there's a blanket or two under there. Just random things have piled up, and it just looks like a mess, and it's not great because it needs some organizing. So I'm gonna be organizing that. I'm gonna kind of have my dad help by basically our organizing plan is we're gonna make different piles. So we're gonna pull an item out and put it in a certain pile. That way it starts the organize, and then we'll figure out where what's gonna go. The second thing also, I kind of been putting it off for a little bit too, which is similar to not as bad, which is that I'm doing some touch-ups on some organizing to my vanity because things have also began to pile up. It's not insanely bad right now, but I don't want to, I just want to get taken care of now. Then the third change is that most everything on my, wall of, my desk area is gonna go, and it can become, an XOG pop area or something, or a SEWA one. I haven't decided yet, because I got lots of space, wall space. I can do so many things. So that's gonna be a fun little change. Another fun little change relates, and this is actually, I'm so excited for this one. It's probably one of my favorite changes ever, and it's gonna be amazing. My squad wall. So, a while ago, I feel like this happened a really long time ago. I remember, seeing this at one point, unless I dreamed it, but a really long time ago, the squad, I was watching the squad, I was, their biggest fans, but, I, wasn't buying merch yet or anything. But the squad launched wall stickers, so they're squad wall stickers. Well, they stopped selling them, and it was very sad because, at the time that I started buying, squad merch, all the, cheap items, they stopped selling. And it was, the cheapest item, and it was, $22 that I could, see. So, luckily they like now constantly have like cheaper items and stuff, but they brought them back 50% off. So I ordered like 3 packs of them, and it comes with 7 each. So I'm gonna have like 21 wall stickers, and that's a good amount. And I'm gonna make this entire wall from the shelving area to right here. You can't really see that, but like into a giant squad wall, and it can be really cool. The next change I also been putting off for a while, but that's more for just happy, sad reason, which is I'm literally taking down all of my Jellyana photos, and I'm replacing them with just individual photos. Well, I'm just gonna put like individual photos of Elion Wampley and Jensen Ramir, and not together, because they did break up. But they are really good friends still, and they're still part of the squad, and that's really great. And so that's like really great. But I have so many of these Jellyana photos, like literally from right here. There's legitimately like 2 up there. Like, but I'm finally getting that done, because they've been like separated for a little while now, like a couple of weeks. I would say like around a month almost. Yeah, like, so I'm finally just getting that done. Another, which because of the squad wall, it's gonna fix this hot mess problem that I have over one like section of my wall. It like started turning cute, and then somewhere it like turned into a hot mess, but then that's gonna be taken care of. So another change that kind of falls back under organizing the pile is that I'm gonna like organize and have like a space for my mats, because I have 3 different mats, and it's just gonna be great having them like in a space where I can use them when I feel like it. And although I'm thinking the puzzle piece dance mat, I may or may not give to the whole girl that I teach dance, because I don't ever use it, and it seems like something she might enjoy, but I don't know yet. Things have not been decided. Another thing, I have put this off for a while, and I don't know why. And by a while, I mean a really long time. And by a really long time, I mean since October. Which is organizing the top of my dresser, because here's the thing, is that it wasn't actually bad until after Christmas. And like, the thing was that like, when I went to Squad Tour, like, I had like my JoJo like bag of like autographs and different things. Like autographs and different things. And so I literally like, but I like put that bag on top of there. And then over time, like whenever I like have dance or something, and I like sometimes will like freak out and like in this thing on my bed that like just are random. I'll like quickly like just kind of move things out of frame, and it just became a mess. So all of that is being done. And another thing is I'm making a Siwa rainbow. I'm literally using Siwa washi tape and just making a Siwa rainbow. Because one of the gifts that my parents got me for Christmas was a Siwa stationery set. It's actually a JoJo one. But I say it's Siwa because one of the washi tapes is Bobo themed. So therefore it is Siwa themed. And I have like a couple washi tapes. So I'm just gonna make a rainbow on my wall. Have some fun with it. So like those are like the changes as of right now. And here and there might be a little something that like might get organized. Also, I did something smart, or like today. And by today, I mean like a few minutes ago. I never clean my makeup brushes and they get disgusting. Like they never get clean and they just need to be clean. And so I realized I was gonna work, like, just attempt to, like, work on my one-handed cartwheel, just keep it fresh with a cup of water in my right hand, because I do a better left side cartwheel. And I ended up not being able to, because Sam's in the room, and he took it as I was putting a cup of water or lower, like, towards him. Like, he took it as his chance to drink out of a cup of water. Sorry, I have, like, dandruff. And it, like, really gets itchy sometimes. Or it was getting itchy for a second. And so, like, anyways, I, like, decided, you know what, like, luckily I didn't let him, like, drink out of it. So I, like, put the cup up on top of, like, my cubby cube, like, shelf. And I literally, sorry if there's, like, a weird glare or something, because I feel like I'm just getting a weird glare. I, like, think I fixed it. But, like, I put it, like, on top, and I literally stuck my makeup brushes in, and I, like, kind of, like, mixed them around and stuff, and now they're just soaking. So I'm in hopes that, like, maybe I, like, somewhat, I put in effort and tried to clean my makeup brushes and make my life already a little more clean. Now, on to the second part of the video, which is talking about what it's like training to be a pop star. I have kind of made videos like this, but I wanted to kind of, in a way, like, hit on some. Abby made me work. Like, she she made me work hard to become a favorite of hers. And Abby really likes me, and that's really good. And actually, at the beginning, it was nothing but good for, like, the first, like, it was nothing but good, and I want to say that lasted for, like, a little bit. But, like, then over time, like, the excitement over it, because it was something that I never thought would ever happen, and it's something that I dreamed of, and it was, like, the thing that, like, I would go to bed at night and wake up disappointed because it was a dream and not reality. Like, it's just, like, things like that, like, really mean a lot to me, and I just generally love. I just generally love it. So, and so when she did that, it was really exciting. And I, like, almost was in tears. And stuff. And, like, even Abby said something like, I don't think Lolly can make it or something. I was just so, like, shocked and happy at the same time. Like, in the sense that, like, what I mean by shocked is, like, I know, like, I didn't get shocked or anything. It was, I was just so, like, I didn't think it was real. Like, it was too good to be true. And so I, like, kind of didn't believe it, but even though I, like, kind of knew it was real. And so, anyways, like, pretty much, that was really great, but then I realized that, like, my emotions changed on that. And this is one of those times that, again, even though I'm like, trying not to, like, bring it up too much, or, like, I limit it and, like, put it aside and stuff, I, like, have to give credit to my crush. She gets credit for something, and I'll explain. So, like, the first time I saw Abby after that, like, on Zoom, or just, which, on Zoom, because I haven't met her in person, and, like, if that day comes, that will be amazing, but, like, Abby's incredible, and so, and stuff, but, like, was for an acro class, and I thought, like, Gianna was, like, doing something, so I wasn't sure, and then I literally, like, Abby's assistant, and literally, like, I said, Abby will be on in, like, 10 minutes, so you can start, like, warming up if you want, and then I literally, like, I literally started freaking out. Like, I don't know what changed. Like, I don't know why my thoughts changed. Like, but I started freaking out. And literally the thing that, like, got me, like, somewhat okay, like, to dance for Abby, like, without, like, freaking out is what I'm, like, saying. And when I literally thought back, and I'm like, everything my crush would be saying. I literally envisioned exactly what my crush would be telling me if he was with me in the room in that moment. And I know he would have not let that happen so easily. So, that happened. And so, like, I kind of did that, and that, like, made me more calm. And Abby pet talked me at the end of class. And then ever since then, I just been good. And she basically, I don't even remember her as that, but was something like, you could never let me down as long as you're loving what you're doing and you're putting the work in and you're trying. Like, I don't think you're failing me because you're not. And I love working with you or something. And it just means a lot to me. And then, so it literally, like, caused, like, that to kind of work. But I'm going to try to make this quick because I've been filming for, like, over an hour. And this, like, video isn't even an hour long. So, if I keep having to refilm. So, like, there's that. And then, for me, I just love it. Like, I am the type where, like, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be honest about it. My crush gets a huge amount of credit. Like, a huge amount of credit on why I'm even training to be a pop star or anything like this. And this isn't me, like, physically, like, just trying to, like, have an excuse to talk about him. Like, it's just generally true. And I say this because when I was little, I, for some reason, would get so freaked out for no reason over even just dancing in my room with nobody even watching me or nobody even in the room with me. Like, I literally, for some reason, the thought of, like, just singing or dancing with no reason, with literally no reason, it was never that, like, I was scared that people were gonna not like it or make fun of me or say something rude or, like, anything like that, or, like, I just was it literally had zero reasoning that, like, I would get so freaked out. I'm like, just singing, dancing, anything like that. I would get so freaked out. Like, any time that I was, like, put on the spot or something. Like, even not, like, being put on the spot, just, like, in general, like, for literally no reasoning, I would just get in this weird headspace, and I could not get out of it. And I never knew why. I never knew what. And the thing was, it was never like I had a thought in my head. Like, literally, I feel like when it happened, like, sometimes I would have the thought of, like, I already know what's about to come next. And I already know that somehow I'm gonna end up doing it. Because I always knew that, like, because I would say that, like, I never had that, like, problem, like, at home or anything, because, like, I'm at home, like, but, like, with music class, that was kind of where, like, sometimes would happen. But, like, I knew every single time that I would say no, my crush would not take no as an answer right away. He would come try to pep talk me. And somehow, I don't even know how, in the process, I just give up and say yes. So, like, that just happened every time. And because of the fact that he constantly, somehow, like, it wasn't that I needed to be pep talked by someone, it was that I need to be pep talked by him. That's what made it work. Like, and that was something that luckily, like, I think because of the fact, it's not even that I think, I kind of, like, know, because of the fact that he never gave up, because of all of that he did, is why I'm training to be a pop star now. Because somehow he managed to change something and make my dream kind of happen. Like, he didn't make my dream actually happen, but he, like, made it where, like, I had, like, the confidence again, and, like, I could, or not really again, but, like, I had this, like, confidence, and, like, I just went for it. So that can be it for this video.